Hello, this is Mark Denham, radio presenter, audio producer, podcaster, and voiceover. Today on the audio journey, we start with a blank screen. And why? Because we're talking about setting your recording levels, your input levels, into your digital audio workstation. Now, there's one of two ways you will be connecting here. That's either via USB through a mixer or through an interface, or via USB direct from the microphone. And this is where things will change. If you're using an interface such as the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, you will have a gain control for each of your microphones, and you want that to be set correctly. If you're using a mixer, then you'll have a gain control, and you will also have a slider to adjust the volume of your microphone. What I would suggest as a top tip if you are using a mixer is to set the gain control up at the top, so that you can just put your microphone fader right the way up to the top, and then you don't have to worry about remembering where that was in terms of getting the right audio. So set the gain control with the volume fader right at the top. You want to set your gain control to be peaking in the right levels. If you're using an interface, once you set the gain, if you're recording on the same hardware in the same environment, then that's very much set and forget. So it's done. Let's open up a new file here, and we will call this recording levels, and we have a new file ready to go. So I'll start recording, and you can see here that we are peaking around about -6 decibels. Anywhere between -6 and -3 is okay. What you'd want to do is maybe you'd want to talk loud just to make sure that you're not exceeding the allowable levels. So then when you talk naturally, your voice will go up and down in amplitude, and that will be reflected in your waveform. So we've done okay here so far. Obviously, I could turn down my volume fader, and then I would be very quiet. Very, very small waveform now, but it is recoverable. If I turn it back up, then we are peaking around about where we were before. But then, and I will edit this so this doesn't offend your ears before we put this video out. If I turn up the gain, you can see that we have distorted. Okay? So that would be very, very bad. You want to be avoiding that, and you want to be peaking somewhere between -6 and -3 decibels. So this bit here, I don't need. I'm going to get rid of that. This is the original, and you can see here that we are free to go into favorites and normalize to -1 decibels. And then we have a good signal level. So I'll start recording, and you can see here that we are peaking around about -6 decibels. That's okay. Again here, the bit that we recorded very, very quietly. We can go in, favorites, and normalize, and now we have a much bigger waveform. And then I would be very quiet. So there you go, a much, much quieter waveform. And finally, this bit here, which is very much a write-off, favorites and normalize to -1 decibels. And you can see there that that has been trimmed because you've exceeded the threshold of 0 decibels. Okay, and what you can do here now is, if I turn up the gain, you can still hear that's horrible quality audio. You can hear the whistle back from my headphones because I have them very loud. That's personal preference. But you can also see, if we narrow in on that waveform, you can see there that has been cut down because we have exceeded the threshold, and that audio there is a complete write-off. So where do you want to be? You want to be set with your gain control either on your interface or your mixer. So you're peaking around -6 to -3 decibels, and that leaves you plenty of headroom. If you are using a USB device, then you can go in here, and I don't have my USB microphone with me. I've loaned it out to a friend at the moment. But what you can do is, if you go into your control panel and your recording, you can then go into properties, and if you click levels here, you can change the level again here. Now, if you're using a USB microphone, a Blue Yeti, a Snowball, or any other USB microphone, you'll be able to change the levels here so you can make sure that you are recording between -6 and -3 decibels. If you're using the Blue Yeti, of course, it does have a gain control on it, so you can use that again to ensure that you are recording between -6 and -3 decibels. -6 gives you a good signal, and -3 gives you headroom to work with. That's why I'm suggesting that you record between -6 and -3. Never, ever, ever exceed 0, Otherwise, you have what is known as analog clipping. Now, if I was to, just to demonstrate here, this was recorded fine. If I copy this bit into a new file altogether, this is okay, this is fine. So I'll start recording, and you can see here that we are peaking around about -6 decibels. There you go, that's fine. Now, if I was to go in here and, oh dear, it's all distorted, it looks horrible. Because that is now digital clipping, I can go in and I can normalize and I get my exact waveform back. If we go back to the original file here, despite the fact that we have normalized this audio, you can see that it peaks way above zero, and in order to normalize it, it's just chopped off the data that's gone above zero. So set your recording levels either by your interface, the gain control on your interface, by the combination of the gain control and the fader on your mixer, or in the control panel if you're using a USB microphone. So you're recording between -6 and -3 decibels. That way you will get good audio to work with, and you can always normalize it. It's better to be too quiet and normalize it up than to be in this situation and be over and have to write off your audio. There you go. Hope this has helped you in order to get some decent quality recording. As always, you can find the entire audio journey on my website, markdenham.com, the blog posts and the accompanying videos. And don't forget, if you have any questions, use the contact tab up at the top, send me an email and I will get back to you. If you're watching on YouTube, then you can add your comments beneath this video, and I would appreciate a subscribe as well. If that's not too much trouble, don't forget to tick the notification bell, and then you will get notified of future videos. So -6 to -3, have fun and make some amazing audio.